We are on our way to talk to the leader of the deserters camp, if we can find her. I learned something new. Haha. Better late than never. If you look at a marker long enough, words appear. And words tell you which marker you're looking at. So that might come in handy, because this game has, multiple options. So sometimes it's better to follow a different path. That one is for the terminal. That one is for the leader. Adelaide. Forgot her name. I was about to call her Adele, but that's not right. Although she's on the other side. Hello from the other side. Never mind. Moving on. I do like that. Markers help me. Yay. Try to stay out of trouble. Anything good here? Nope. Guess not. Oh, hello, boys. Well, so much for staying out of trouble. Don't you be running with a blade. That's dangerous. Don't run with scissors. Don't run with knives. See, told you. Danger. I hope our crew gets better and bigger, because we're going to need the help. Enemies are getting tougher. The groups are getting bigger that we have to fight too, so we'd love the help. But I'm assuming that when you really need a new character, the game will tell you, but there might be some other characters that you can, get into your crew by just randomly finding them. This is just one planet. Can you imagine? We're gonna go everywhere in space, I think. I don't really know, but I'm assuming. Title is Outer Worlds. So that means multiple worlds, right? Nope, rock. Speaking of rocks, that's too high to climb. We need to find a way around. I always hate when it happens in a game. You can see your marker, but you just don't quite know how to reach it. Multiple rocks blocking our path. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Oh wait. We can maybe climb here. Come on. Oh, come on. Ah, no. Damn it. Ow. Broke a leg. Well. Ah. A path around. Yay. Technical lab.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Who said that? Oh wait. Ha! Didn't see you.
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Never to see you. Move along. South Park.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
That's not quite why I'm here. Reed said something.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on ya.
Where can I find her?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Ooh, potential side quest? This one seems fairly nice.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Oh, I can look for somebody.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
have the Marauders got her, that might be a problem.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I chose the nice answer. Let's first talk to the lady. Then we can go looking for the girl. There she is.
Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
A lot of questions.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Yeah,
A
that's a
home
nice
for
one.
anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why does he leave?
It's an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
She does not like Reed. Come back to town. He's willing to make amends. Well, that's not really what he said, but we can try it.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Yeah, well, you are stealing power, so he does not like that.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
I need to fly.
He's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Hey, don't mess with my crew. I do not appreciate you messing with my team, but what answer should I give? Yeah, that
I'm
one.
alright. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Yeah, what happened to the
Life
town?
in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
If she's telling the truth, then
I trust
I should
you
help
to
her.
listen to your conscience.
But I don't know. It's a little bit nutty. Tough choice. Either we cut the power off this town or we destroy Edgewater. I know Edgewater is not perfect by far, but it's a nice town. I'd like to visit it again. It's destroyed? Probably can't. Come on, let's steal some stuff. Well, we think about our options. Anything here we can use? Oh. Hope the microphone didn't pick up my alarm going off. It's early in the morning. Thought I would do some gaming just before, you know, work. But I woke up way earlier than my alarm. And as always, I forgot to turn it off. That's just how that goes. Just like in the morning when I forget to turn the sound on my phone, because, you know, at night, if I use my alarm on my phone, turn off my sound because I don't want to be woken up by pop-ups or stuff like that. But then in the morning I forget to turn my sound on and people are like trying to call me or messaging me and I'm like, what? Totally didn't hear it. And then I look at my phone and it's like, oh, my bad. Happens a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. Actually, I'd much rather not have my phone in my bedroom. You know, for resting purposes. Because if you really want to sleep, you shouldn't watch screens and stuff like that, but, well, lately I've had some trouble sleeping. So it's nice to have a little YouTube machine with me. If I totally can't sleep, I just turn on, like, a nice playlist or something like that. Try to fall asleep with that. Where was the entrance? Was a piece of the gate broken? It's this side, I believe. Yes. Everybody still dead? Good. Loot, loot, loot. So good, good, good. Okay. Might have left some guards alive, so stay sharp. There's one. Okay, R2-D2. Gotcha. Die! Nice. They never drop ammo, that's not good. You have enough shotgun shells, but this is one of those weapons where you need to be up close and personal, and that's often not good for me. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Think I hit him. Oh no, teammate down. Medic. Crap. Trouble. Die. And they can take a hit. Be cool. Come on. Go down, you stupid. Wait a minute. Yeah. Bastard, go down. Is this one extra tough? Come on, Jesus. Uh-oh. Almost died. That took a while. And a lot of health. Well, at least we took all the guards down now. So if we ever have to revisit this place, it's safe. Last time we let him live because we were scared. Okie knock knock. From the planet to your living room. Edgewater. That guy is creepy. If you ever make a company, man, don't use that as a mascot. Just freak people out. Just saying. Now, we're at the point where we could actually transfer the power. But what should we do? Do it Reed's way? Do it the old lady's way? I don't know, I just have a hunch that the old lady is not telling the truth. It's all being mysterious, like, I don't want to talk about this, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to blah blah blah. Yeah, I know, there's no going back, but...
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Well, give me your opinion. So I'm struggling with this one.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
This is tough. I do think the town will die without it.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Well, no. But...
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Alright, I understand.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
That's fine. I was barely listening to you. Man, you can be mean in this game.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Well... here we go. To Edgewater or to the botanicals? I'm gonna have to choose Edgewater and see if we can get the other people back in town and maybe, you know, get rid of Reed or something. Man, the old lady's not gonna be happy.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they didn't care much for me.
Yeah, let's get some background information.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Interesting.
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Let's keep the conversation going.
You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
I like this game. I like the dialogue system. It's interesting. You can definitely create your own story. I mean, if you choose to be mean all the time, you'll definitely get a different outcome.
It just comes off cold to me, is all.
Well, we did it. The botanical lab is without power now. Yeah. So, should we maybe try and talk to the people? Persuade them to come back to Edgewater? That might be the safest option. But they all hate Reed, which I can understand because he was kind of a douchebag. Well, that might be the way to keep as many people as we can happy. Let's see, what options do we have? Well, not much. It's not like we could turn the power back the other way again. Or maybe that is another option. Or maybe we'll just go back to the old lady and they kill us. Do you remember those Choose Your Own Adventure books? Where sometimes you just definitely made the wrong choice. You could actually just die, like a creature would eat you, or you would, you know, be on a treasure hunt. You chose to lift the statue, and then, you know, the door came down and you were just locked in and stuff like that, and you died. I have a feeling something like that could happen here. That if we have made the wrong choice, we could be in serious trouble. Maybe we'll make new enemies, and one of the camps will just hate us and start shooting at us. It's actually kind of exciting. I mean, it's sad and all, you know, we kill the town and stuff like that, but it's also kind of exciting. It's exciting and new. Mantis worm examinated. That's a creepy bug. Screw it, I'm going through. Can I just turn this off? Looks like a button. You'd think, now that I've taken over this place, we'll be able to just flip a switch and it will be gone, but maybe one of the terminals controls those things. Yeah, I might be better off not running through this time. There's an opening here, but still. I want to jump better. It's just like Final Fantasy 15. You can do anything except jump. And the mission is forcing us to go back to the botanical lab. Oh, those people are gonna be mad. Which makes sense, because we just basically killed their town. Maybe we can still talk to them. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Well, this place is dark, gloomy feeling to it now.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Thomas?
Keep your wits about
What
you, man.
happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
One of us want to go see what happened?
Well, workbench still does it. You know, it still works. Boom, boom, shing. Can we upgrade the weapons? That would be nice. So we do need some more kicks to our guns because these enemies are getting stronger. Range weapons, mod, magazine, sword from damage type to shock. Ah, that sounds good. Increases the amount of ammunition. It's also a good thing. Well, that makes me happy. Better guns, better booming action. Everything went dark. Which makes sense if you don't have any power. Yeah. Sealed. Well, can't do much exploring now.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Hello to you too. Let's go for the Reed answer.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Ooh, we can deal with Reed.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Well, it is kind of cool. Now we know a little bit more about her backstory and why she hates Reed. That does make sense.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Alright.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
That's disturbing.
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Ew. Alright. Looks like we're going back to Reed. Talk to the dude. And see if he wants to leave. I wonder how that will go. Probably not good. But we're gonna find it out next time. Thanks for watching.